Hi. Hi. Hold on. I've almost got it taken care of. I'm so bad. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hello. What's up, guys? Welcome to lawsplaining the interwebs. Oh my god. Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I apologize to keep you in suspense. I do. I forgot my camera. I brought my camera with me down to Amarillo, and then I forgot it in my bag. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna stream now. Nope. Not gonna happen. Sorry about that. But I didn't dare shut down the stream and start again because we all saw how that turns out. That's a disaster too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So we have a lot of fun here, or at least I do. I hope you guys do. I hope you guys have as much fun as I do. But today we have some serious discussion. It's apparent that I have been a very bad boy, and I have received a complaint about my professional conduct, or I guess my lack of professional conduct. And you always lead with your mistakes. You always lead with your mistakes, and I want to be always open with you guys about what's going on in my world. I would never want to. Oh my gosh! I would never want to misrepresent to you the gravity of what's going on. But before we do that, I got one other thing. I got two things on the same day, right before leaving. I got this complaint, which we're going to go through, and I also got something much more important, which is, hold on, let me switch to the big view for just a second. Which is this. Mark Covern, thank you very much for the book, sir. Larger Than Life, Defeating the Challenges of Your Giant Penis and Any Other Big Problems. Thank you. I really do appreciate the book. I'll be gladly reading that as soon as possible. And I look forward to it. So, oh my goodness. Okay. So let me quickly dispel a rumor. This, as you'll note by the date, this predates the Kick Vic, my involvement in the Kick Vic, Stand With Vic fiasco. So this is not a complaint that stems from my videos about Vic Mignogna or the very, very fragile people who are very, very upset with me about my involvement. This I would consider a preview of things to come, because I have a feeling that I'm going to go for the record on professional misconduct complaints. I think that's probably going to happen. I think that's likely, but we'll see. This is from January 30th. Now, it's important to note that I have redacted the names and addresses and phone numbers from this complaint for the benefit of the complainant, because I wouldn't want her to think I was harassing her. That would be so far outside of what I'm actually doing. I'm just laughing, and I'm just trying to educate people, and have fun and all of that stuff. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what she's doing. But, so I did redact this one. But I want it to be very clear to people that when you file these, you have to provide your name, your address, phone numbers, your emails, contact codes, because if you lie in them, if you lie and you try and get someone disciplined or impugn their professional reputation and you lie about it, they have to be able to find you, because I get to answer my accusers. Something that is not being afforded to people right now when you take your stupid Twitter brigade and you try and ruin their careers. Unlike Vic, unlike Todd, unlike any number of other people who've been accused and run out of their jobs, the Professional Responsibility Board gives you a chance to address your accuser. There is no anonymity. If you're anonymous, get out. Get out. So, I have redacted this one, but I, of course, have an unredacted copy. I'm not going to show it on stream, but I added the redactions. They do not. They tell me exactly who sent it. Oh, well. Oh, good. You can't see there's a part I forgot to redact. So, 1 second. Let me just see if this got redacted or not. Hold on. I gotta check something. Oh my gosh. How terrible is this? Let me do a quick redaction on this. The person, they used a fax machine. Okay? They used a fax machine. So I'm going to fix that right away, because I don't want any accusations of harassment or anything like that. We're going to fix stupid spots where they faxed it. Who uses a fax machine? Whose fax machine has their name on it? Oh my goodness. Hey, wait a minute. Why didn't this one redact? Oh, well, good thing I caught this. Just a second. Okay. I think we can apply these. All right. They are redacted. Let's close that. Close that. I apologize for the overtly terrible presentation that's happening right now. Okay, we've got it. Let me bring that chat back up, and now everything should be fixed. I apologize in advance. There are a couple chats that have come through before the show. I want to get to those, and then because they were before the show, so let me read those real quick, and then I will get into the document, and then we'll do the rest of them. I don't expect this stream to be the full 3 hours tonight. Here's the idea. I'm going to stream this part, the document. It's not long. It's not long at all. But I'm going to stream that, and then what I'm going to do is probably go to Twitch to play Warhammer Chaos Bane Beta. We're going to do that, okay? The beta access opened on Thursday. It's only got a couple days left, and I want to try it. So I have that. So I'll probably do that on Twitch. If you want to follow me over there, and that's up to you. I don't know. I'm probably really bad at playing at being on Twitch, but you can come and chat with me there. Okay, so the first couple of chats were Mithrin Emrys says, "Oh my God, you said mean things about people on Twitter. I want your law license and $11 gazillion." Mithrin Emrys then said, "Edit, I mean Twitter with 1 T. No one investigations, please." Scary Things Are Scary says, "You petulant little jerk. How dare you talk facts and logic against those precious snowflakes? You monster. Dye your hair purple immediately. Submit to the Soye. Just kidding. We love you. Love you back, buddy." Sakaki Onsai says, "You, Lagavulin, and Crispy Bacon on stream. Do it." I got to get a bottle of Lagavulin, but we can do that. PGN Deku says, "Please make a Discord server." I have one. It is for Patreon and new Project 2 subscribers at the $5 plus level. I don't have it wide open because if I do that, so many people flood into those servers, they get unmanageable. And ours is very nice. It's a great community. I love the people in my Discord. We have live discussions every Wednesday, live chats or whatever that people are welcome to participate in. But I put it behind the Patreon paywall just so that it's not flooded, because I've been in other Discords and they make me want to Minecraft myself. We'd love to have a centralized place we could all talk to you. Plus, having a law of the day would be interesting. Well, that would be interesting, but I don't currently do that. PG and Deku says, got ready for the stream by grilling 3 pounds of chicken and steak. Fills me up, but at least gives me a great meal in anticipation of the comedy ahead. And one final one before we get into it is Yandere Lucy says, did you set up your 4K cam yet? Heart you, by the way. Oh, thank you very much. Heart you right back. My 4K camera did not come in yet before I left. And it didn't come while I was gone. I'm guessing that means it's going to come tomorrow. So not yet, but soon. Okay. Siren Jag. Oh yeah, I've got yours on Siren. Okay, let me. Here we go. Siren Jag says, for the record, I know who I am calling Sweet Cheeks. No one else does, unless I elaborate on it. So anyone else who decides to jump me for some sort of woke points can just back the F right off. Well, there you go. They can do that anyway. Sweet Cheeks is an honorific term. And finally, Sargon of No Kid says, sorry I couldn't make the stream. Had the night shift at Applebee's. Oh, come on. All right. That's enough fun for today. Let's get on to the serious stuff. The very, very serious complaint here. Okay. So this is the data page. And then here is the actual complaint. All right. Man, I got to manage these windows a little bit better. Here's the actual complaint. If you are a client or former client, give the approximate date you hired the lawyer and the nature of your legal case. Uh-oh. Here's your first problem. NA. You're not a client or former client. They immediately reduce the amount of attention that's being paid, but it is not fatal yet for them. If you are someone other than the client, please state your connection to the lawyer. The attorney made a YouTube video discussing me. Well, I mean, technically I was discussing your lawsuit, but the title is, It's a Legal Roundup on the channel Rekieta Law. There's a lot of legal roundups. I've done several of them. Legal roundup tends to imply that there's more than one topic, but that, you know, I'll take her word for it. Complaint. Please state what the lawyer did or failed to do that you feel is unethical. Please also attach copies of any documents that would help explain or support your complaint. If you need more pages, please attach them. Now, this lovely flower did a big fail on this because she didn't pay attention to the last ethics complaint I got. Oh, yeah, so I went to make a folder for ethics complaints, and then I realized I already had one. But there's only one document in there. And I'll briefly look at that at the end so you can compare like the amount of data that was in them. This one was a little bit anemic, in my opinion. A little bit anemic. Okay, so I am the victim of cyber stalking. I mean, are you? Has the person been charged with cyber stalking? I think she may have gotten a restraining order. I actually don't even remember. But not from me, of course. The stalker, who has also violated a protective order. Oh, yeah, so she had one. Good job. Slandered me on kiwifarms.net. This resulted in a lawsuit. I don't know if that lawsuit went the way you thought it did, but I didn't talk about that lawsuit. I talked about the other lawsuit. Yeah. Sorry. This resulted in a lawsuit. Nick Rekieta made a video mocking me and slandering me. Nope. You said that you were like legally educated, and here you are misusing the term slander. It's not slander. I haven't given any slanderous opinions or slanderous statements about you. I've only given opinions of your lack of ability to do what you're trying to do, and I suggested you get a lawyer because you need to. If you genuinely have a gripe, you're not winning. You're losing over and over. This is like the 5th lawsuit in a row against Kiwi Farms that you lost. Get a lawyer. Try better. Try harder. Move faster. He mocked me as a pro se litigant attempting to resolve a dispute with non-violent means. That's not okay. He is acting as an enabler for the libel on kiwifarms.net. No, I don't think so. I advocate their First Amendment right and their protection under CDA 230. I actually think Kiwi Farms is the place that CDA 230 belongs. I don't think it belongs on open forums like Twitter and Facebook. That's something that, by the way, the owner of Kiwi Farms and I disagree on, and I will fist fight him into oblivion over it. For the libel on kiwifarms.net and the stalker. I still don't even know. I mean, I know the name of the stalker, but I know nothing about it. He is trying to discourage pro se litigants. Yes, I am 1000% trying to discourage pro se litigants. Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. It's almost my ethical duty to tell you to get a lawyer and not be a pro se litigant. It is the worst choice you can make if you have a genuine legal complaint. I know not everyone can afford a lawyer. I understand. Believe me. I help people all the time who can't afford even my very meager fees. I got it. Go find one. Make them cry or something and feel guilty and have them help you anyway, because get a lawyer. Yes, I discourage pro se litigants. He is not advocating equal protection laws. Oh, I absolutely am. Believe me, baby, you don't want equal protection. You want special treatment. Nor professionalism. Should I advocate professionalism generally? I don't advocate that. Are you talking about in context of the legal profession? Absolutely. I'm a staunch believer in professionalism. Just as you are a staunch believer in exceptionalism. Nor justice. How dare you? I advocate justice on a daily basis. Oh my goodness. It's not Renfamous. It's not Renfamous, Jay. So just so you know. Okay, so then here's what they sent back. So that's it. That's the whole complaint. Let me briefly show you the complaint from Kevin Landau, just so you have a way to compare what that actually looks like. Okay, here's what a lawyer's complaint looks like. This is Kevin Landau. Here we go. Notice he just see attached letter. Kevin's complaint is 104 pages long. All right, exhibits. He's got all sorts of fun stuff going on. He's got pictures. He's got tweets. Kevin knows how to do this. Look at this. Look at how bored. He's got my Patreon page. He's got the Patreon page up. He's got what is this? Oh, he's got tweets from other people like Guns Beer Freedom. Good job, buddy. I forgot how funny this was. He's got emails. He's got Maddox's. Oh wait, no. He's got a memorandum of law that I didn't even write. I didn't even write this. Someone else wrote this and he said it was me. This was much funnier than me. He's got all this. If you're looking for this, guys, I will put the link. I did this video in the description, or I did this video a while back. I will put the link in the description to go back and watch it, because it took a long time to go through all of this documentation. But look, he's got the Chewbacca defense. This is from that memo that I didn't write. We've got, oh my gosh, what's this exhibit? What even is it? Oh, this is my fake complaint on behalf of Asterios Kokonos suing Dick Masterson, Diego, Jordan Cope, Rahm Emanuel, John Doe, Uber driver, Uber Technologies, Inc., Dara Khosrowshahi, who's the CEO of Uber, and Donald Trump. I mean, I'm obviously making fun of Landau here, but like, this is a joke. This was clearly a joke, and he uses it. Landau knows how to write his complaints. And then, of course, I'm on this episode of The Dick Show or something. Look at how... This is how you do it. 104 pages. That's a real complaint. Look at this anemic stuff. Lady, this is why I told you get a lawyer. This is not good enough. This is only 2 pages. Oh, you got to do it right. You got to do it right. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So here's what they sent back, right? Dear Mrs. Blank. Dear Mrs. Blank. We received your recent letter about the lawyer named above. We need more information to consider your complaint. I told you 2 pages is not good enough. Please provide in writing the answers to the following. Did or does Mr. Rekieta represent the person or entity that you stated engaged in cyberstalking? Please explain. Uh-oh. That's your first clue. If I don't represent you, and I don't represent the other party, they really are starting to not care really hard right now. What is the court file number for the lawsuit involving KiwiFarms.net that you reference in your complaint? How did you learn of the YouTube video in which Mr. Rekieta is discussing you? See, it would be different if I emailed you a bunch of links to that YouTube complaint or that YouTube video, or I harassed you by trying to force you to watch me making fun of you. But that's not what I did. Not what I did at all. Is the YouTube video related to Mr. Rekieta's representation of a client? Please explain. That's going to be a tough one. If you have more documents or facts, blah, 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 blah. All right. I even redacted the names of the professional responsibility people because they don't need that. They don't need that. I missed one, but oh well. Okay. So her response to Mr. Frank. Oh, God. Mr. Frank. That's funny because Mr. Frank's name is actually a Miss. Miss Frank is not a Mr. I mean, well, who am I to assume the gender, right? Who am I to assume the gender? But I'm gonna guess by the first name that it's not a Mr. Okay. All right. I am receipt. I am receipt of your letter dated. I am in receipt. Come on. I have received. I am receipt of your letter dated February 1st. Please find the answers to your questions. If you're going to write below, please, you got to put a comma after below. No, Mr. Rekieta does not represent, nor has he ever represented the person who engaged in cyberstalking, which is Andrew Carlson. I don't know who that is, a New York resident. The court cases are U.S. Court of Appeals. Oh, they're in the appeals court. Oh, goodness. I'll have to check those out. I discovered the YouTube video when entering my name into Google. Well, that's embarrassing. No, the YouTube video is not related to his representation of a client. Mr. Rekieta hosts these videos to entertain people with comedy while drinking alcohol, which is the highest compliment I could have received. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Redacted. Oh my goodness. All right. So that's edit out the signature. No, I don't need to edit it out at all. I just realized that there's some other information in there, but I'm sorry. When you make these complaints, you make them, they're confidential unless I choose to release them. So that's the rope. That's the rope that, never mind. We'll end that joke right there. So let me read a couple more chats. And then I will read the decision. We'll find out how this drama ends. I'm withering in suspense. Yeah, I see. I left it. I don't care. I should have just left it. Oh, so people are saying I should frame this. I've got a better idea. I think I might run a line behind me and hang it like photos hanging in a dark room. Just hang the ethics complaints. But I think when I put Landau's on there, it'll collapse the whole line. So, okay, here we go. Let's read a couple more of these chats. I like the Spike Man. Says, Nick, please look up Senzawa, the YouTuber Country Roads. That is your chat after the Conan chat. A few after the drinks start pouring in. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Senzawa, the YouTuber Country Roads. Craig Litton says, Nick, how long do you think it will be before YouTube disbars you? You have to resort to eating a delicious shoe. I'm gonna have to send Shane some recipe tips for shoes because I don't know how to make them right. I've tried several times. Andrew P says, let me go and grab my alcohol while Nick is fixing with the mute. Yes, thank you. Good choice. Mithran Emra says, Nick's starting off by channeling Tonka and Sargon. Yeah, dead air and mute and gay. Unspoken Old One says, hey, did you see the Japan Times article about Vic and how the writer didn't reach out to Vic or his attorneys for a response? Will Ty be in touch? I don't know. It's a Sunday, so I'm gonna talk to Ty tomorrow and inform him of the article. I mean, I doubt it. The article's kind of innocuous, in my opinion. It's stupid, it's ill-researched, and deserves all of the mockery in the world for the fact that they didn't even reach out to anybody who actually has knowledge of what's going on or who's been commenting about it. They only reached out and to the dummies on Pretty Ugly Little Liars, okay? You sad sacks of subhumanity that you are. I know how frail and fragile you are. Please don't take my insults as like permission to Minecraft yourselves. That's not what they are. But I will continue to ridicule you a little bit. You made fun of people asking for them to contact me or Ty Beard to make it an unbiased article, and you said, "Oh, sure, go to the most biased sources." And then you don't care that they went straight to the most biased source that arguably caused the most damage to his career, which is Anime News Network, which was clearly running a hit piece. In fact, they advertised it because they're so stupid. They're so stupid. They advertise their hit piece on social media. So they weren't saying they shouldn't talk to Anime News Network. People are saying they should have talked to both sides of the issue. You know how you balance something. That's how you make it unbiased. Okay? That's what people are asking for. Just a little bit of journalistic integrity. Just a shred of it. Just a shred, because they're passing themselves off as a journalistic publication. I'm passing myself off as a show that ridicules people like you because you're so embarrassingly boring and ordinary, and you know it. Anyway, all right, next. Let's see. Unspoken Old One. Oh, wait, no. Amtank says, Boomerception or still drunk from last night. No, it was just boomer time. I completely forgot that my camera was still up in my bag. Intimidator 108. Nick, have you been a naughty boy? LMFAO. I have, apparently. PGN Deku says, ready to fire up CompuServe and Netscape Navigator. Gay and Still at Large says, as we wait for your inevitable and unavoidable disbarment, here's a glass of Lagavulin 12. Ooh, I'm jealous. For you and your dead legal career. One for when I donate, and one for when you read this. Salut. Salut right back to you. I read Siren Jags. The Sweejan says, Nick, I hope you're okay, man. You make me worry about you, man. You're awesome. Don't be worried about me. I am doing just fine. Pub Test says, if you enjoy being punished, that is a whole different genre of animation. Shane Holmberg donated but didn't say anything. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane, for giving what you could. I appreciate it. The One says, pro tip, never F with lawyer. It's a good rule. We have a disproportionate access to the legal system, And but it's important because I was musing on this. Lawyers do have a disproportionate level of access to the legal system than the average person because we don't have to hire someone to pursue our grievances. And even if we do need representation, we have a professional network where sometimes we can call in a favor and get someone to help us out without having to pay them. So we could still have an attorney, and we might have to pay them a reduced rate, or we might do a favor to help them out. We don't necessarily have to pay to access it. However, we also have semi-public roles. We have a duty to advocate justice, and our job involves us necessarily engaging with a hostile opposition. Okay, so we actually, it's disproportionate access, but the balance is that our job means that when we walk into a room, half of the people automatically hate us, and that's only if our clients like us, right? So that's the rub on that. That's the rub. Okay. Couple more chats and then we'll go through it. Prophet Muhammad says, is that soy you're drinking that Shane sent you to quit riding his AZZ? No. That was some sweet tea. Very delicious. Rick Nikita says, you let Mr. Feeder know about this stream, right? I did, but it was late. And in his part of the world, it is, I think he was probably already asleep by the time I sent it to him. So, we'll have to talk with him later. Yellow Flash says, I know who it is. Biggest Geekus says, a lawyer buddy says he knows of Beard's firm by reputation. In the Samsung case, he said they were effing bulldogs. Well, I've been trying to tell people, but, I'm lying. Ni Ryong says, I would have been at Amarillo, but I had to drill this weekend. Hope to see you in Houston in June. Keep kicking butt and taking names. Blessed is the mind too small for doubt. Space Marine librarian from Dawn of War, and apparently a litany of SJWs. Yep. Perfect. Sorry to have missed you. I'm not sure if I'll be at Anime Matsuri or not. I have to figure it out. I'm traveling already way more than I planned to this year. So it's we'll see. Okay, so let's take a look at that decision, then we'll finish up the chats. In the matter of the complaint of Redacted against Nicholas Rekieta, a Minnesota attorney, registration number 0397061. And yes, to the internet, that apparently means that I am a real attorney. I guess. Finally validated. Oh, yes. I paid the fees and I got in just at the last second for them to issue this decision. Whew. Determination that discipline is not warranted without investigation, which is devastating. After reviewing the documents you submitted, the director has determined not to investigate your complaint. The reason for the director's decision not to investigate this complaint are as follows. You explain that you are a victim of cyberstalking by AC, a New York resident who slandered you through the online medium of KiwiFarms.net. AC's actions led to litigation and 2 separate appeals in the United States Supreme Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit. I'm pretty sure they were dismissed as well, but I don't remember. Nicholas Rekieta is an attorney who posts videos on YouTube under the title Legal Roundup. And to the Lawyers Professional Responsibility Board, I sincerely and humbly apologize. I bless you. I bestow whatever I can upon you for the amount of nonsensory that you will have to receive on my behalf. I try to tell them that it's silly, that it's ridiculous, and that I'm following all of my professional ethical obligations, but they just won't listen. So I do humbly apologize and appreciate what you guys have to do. Who posts videos on YouTube under the title Legal Roundup. That's true. I guess that is technically true. You allege that he uses comedy and consumes alcohol while discussing cases examples. To your knowledge, Mr. Rekieta does not and never has represented AC, and he was not involved in the federal litigation or appeals in the Fourth Circuit. When performing a Google search on your name, you discovered that Mr. Rekieta discusses you in one of his legal roundup videos posted to YouTube. In this video, Mr. Rekieta mocks you as a pro se litigant attempting to resolve matters through nonviolent means. You assert that Mr. Rekieta has acted improperly by posting this video and by being a jerk. Put that in brackets at the end. Reasons for decision not to investigate. While Mr. Rekieta is an attorney, thank you, and the topic of his video concerns legal proceedings, the subject of your complaint is an attorney's allegedly improper actions outside the practice of law. This office has jurisdiction to consider allegations of attorney misconduct whether or not the actions were in the practice of law. In R.E. Perry and Matter of Scalen. Matter of Scalen? My civil procedure professor was named Scalen. I'll have to look and see if that was her. The director of this office also has discretion, however, to, quote, make such investigation as the director deems appropriate as to the conduct of any lawyer or lawyers. That's Rule 8A, Rules on Lawyers' Professional Responsibility. In general, discretion has been exercised to investigate alleged attorney misconduct in matters outside his or her practice of law only when the allegations, if true, would constitute serious misconduct reflecting adversely on the attorney's fitness to practice law. See comment to Rule 8.4. Quote, although a lawyer is personally answerable to the entire criminal law, a lawyer should be professionally answerable only for offenses that indicate lack of those characteristics relevant to the practice of law. Listen here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not reading between the lines, read that sentence again. Although a lawyer is personally answerable to the entire criminal law, now we go from the entirety of criminal law to the subset of offenses that indicate lack of those characteristics relevant to the practice of law, which means it's a subset of criminal law, not subset of the law of your hurt feelings. You sad people. It's criminal law. I have to perjure myself like Michael Cohen or lie to and obstruct an investigation or something like that, which is hard for me to do because I'm adverse to the police in most of my, if not all of my contacts with them. I'm adversely representing a client. So that even comes up against something else. Now, I don't lie to police, but I will tell them to get bent if necessary, right? Like that's part of the job. So you can't just say, well, he was mean, because guess what? Mean people have the right to be mean, even if you think it's hate speech. Even if I'm making fun of the Blue Hair Brigade on Pretty Ugly Little Liars and how disgustingly fat all of them are. I don't know. It's how if I gotta stop calling them pumpkins and cupcakes or they might consume each other in their voracious binging. I don't know. It doesn't matter what you think about me personally because I'm not actually unable to represent people just because I'm rude to you. Because I don't like you. And I won't. You're terrible humans. You have to realize this. You are the worst people in society because you want to so stifle anybody's speech that you disagree with that you're willing to throw their family on the street for it. You subhuman monsters. You're willing to throw children on the street because you don't like that someone doesn't agree with your yaoi art or whatever stupid fetish you have or your sexual orientation. No one cares about you. None of us care about you. We're commenting on something important to us, which is not a person on pull or reset era or whatever. So you can flap your waddle around all day. We don't care about you. But that doesn't give you license to throw people out of their jobs, out of their homes, to make their children suffer. It doesn't give you any license to do that. That makes you literal scum. And if you want to add that to your next ethics complaint, quote me correctly, please. All right. In this matter, the director's office has determined that no investigation will be conducted. You may pursue whatever civil or other remedies against Mr. Rekieta that may be available to you. Ugh. The director's office is limited to investigating complaints of unprofessional conduct and prosecuting disciplinary actions against attorneys. It cannot represent you in any legal matter or give legal advice. You must retain an attorney if either legal advice or representation is desired. You do have a right to appeal. Here's how you do it. There you go. Nick Rekieta is, by way of a copy of this determination and your complaint, being notified of your complaint and our decision not to investigate. There you go. That is how this works. For all the Ron Toyes of the world, you have to understand that they don't want to stifle the free speech of lawyers. And neither do you, you short-sighted mongrel. Because if you ever hire one, you moron, if you ever go out and actually hire an attorney like I've told you for weeks, you want that guy to be able to speak in whatever way will zealously represent you. You idiot. Why do you think it would be good to stifle the speech of lawyers? The people who defend you from the government, the people who defend you from your false accusers, which you probably accuse or categorize Vic as, right? If he's suing you for libel, you're going to be like, oh, or defamation or whatever. You're going to be like, oh, that's false. You definitely want a lawyer who is free to say what is necessary to defend you, you moron. All right. Let me read some more of these chats. Calm down a bit. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Where did I leave off? Biggest Geekus. Oh wait, no, I read that one. The Level 1 King. Level 1 King says, the Chad lawyer defeated by the beta MS Paint. It was Adobe Acrobat. I have the full version of Adobe, so I can do professional redactions. I just forgot. Amtank says, what is a fax machine? Never, not even once. Don't fax. Tange says, will you be bringing civil action? No, on this poor lady, no, I will not. Also, if you're in the Bay Area, I'd like to buy you a drink. Hit me up on Twitter. I would love to. I don't usually get out there, but I have relatives in that area, so maybe I could come out there sometime. Earjuice says, got suspended after 2 weeks on Twitter for giving my thoughts on Sword and Scale. Absolute BS. I still have facts. You non-fax liker you. I'm sorry that you do, but faxes are the worst. Yellow Flash 2 says, Jim wants on, check your pager and fax machine. Seth says, do you need IT professionals in your firm? It seems like you need some help managing your boomer powers. I could definitely help you, Daddy. No, I just so unprepared most of the time for these streams. That's it. Palantir says, not going to be 3 hours, thank God. Well, I mean, you could thank him for making this complaint not 100 pages. Let's see. Automata says, play the Empire Soldier. Yes, of course I'm going to play the Empire Soldier because he's got a hammer. High Elf is OP with a passive that turns energy expenditure into health gain and trivializes things. No, I'm going to play the Soldier because I love to sledgehammer things. That makes me happy. Boag says, can you moderate EVS versus Razor Fist on Michael Jackson? Oh, I would love to host EVS versus Razor Fist on Michael Jackson. Yeah. Could I moderate that? 1000%. I love both of those guys. And I think that would be a great debate. Cassius says, thanks for the stream. I have doused it in soy and ate it whole. Now I must retreat to my cut cave. Sincerely, your friend Ron Soy. Godslayer says, fear the mini beard, aka Rekieta Law. DLC forces, I'm playing Minecraft on Switch. Every time you say Minecraft, I'm killing myself in Minecraft. I'm carrying a bucket of lava with me. Oh no. Ariel Wolf says, blackface lawyer will get his license revoked for sharing private and confidential information on himself, said every Twitter lawyer. Blaine20, don't forget me with the Discord link, by the way. I will not. I will do it actually before the stream starts for the Twitch. All Might 89. It's funny how most of the people against Vic and you probably have a degree in English literature and yet can't spell Rekieta right. Yeah, it is funny. I have a degree in English and literature. No Two Hands says, so don't know if you saw, but Soy is following a pornography account on Twitter. Makes you think. I didn't see that, but good job. Good job, Ron. Keep it real, buddy. Shanna Olson says, anyone here fan of Dashi games? I saw him on Matchington Mansion ad playing against his girlfriend. Will someone tweet him? He might not know. I don't know what that is. Intimidator0108 says, hey, I stream on Twitch too, and regardless of how many followers I've got at the moment, Hero Hey happens to be one of them. I'm not the greatest either. Also, Nick, have you been a bad boy recently? Yes, very bad. John Doe says, isn't it beneath the dignity of the court to entertain if one is or is not a sweet cheeks? Only in Minnesota. Andrew War Snowboard says, it's a legal roundup at Ram Ranch. Glyphosate for all? Okay. Yellow Flash 2 says, here's a hint. She stalked Ice Poseidon. No, if you think this is Corinne, it's not Corinne. But did this other lady stalk Ice Poseidon? I don't know. Finn Frog says, lay of the non-violent memes, please. Lay off the non-violent memes, please. Okay. Mithrin Emmer says, a person who represents himself as a fool for a client, go pro se in small claims court, otherwise get a lawyer. And maybe get a lawyer for small claims court, in all honesty. In all honesty. Tange says, what firearms do you own? Tange, there ain't no justice. All of my firearms are at the bottom of a lake. Tragic boating accident, like I said. However, what I did own was a Springfield 1911 and a... I haven't had a SIG 516 Patrolman and a Winchester 243 hunting rifle. Dex Terminax says, I'm no expert here, but I'm sure if she was really strapped for cash, there would be some resources to find a pro bono attorney. That depends, but there are resources for it. Andrew Privateer says, I need to hear an Aiden Paladin and Rekieta Law team up. I'd be happy to do that. Eyes of the Wolf 101 says, is there any YouTuber that you would recommend to someone who wants to better understand their constitutional rights and defend them in public? Well, me, I guess. Other than that, no, not really. Kodiak says, when Rekieta explains Titans walk and worlds burn. Gigoku says, anything legal, when in doubt, get a lawyer. Aiden Paladin says, the ultimate sin to entertain people with comedy and drinking. Don't leave out the and drinking. Amused says, that email, my dude, shh. Don't mention the email. Takaki Onsai says, close your eyes. I want to ride the skies with your sweet cheeks, which is a bastardization of Sweet Dreams by Air Supply. H-Wall is going to get pwned. Goru says, what wine pairs well with a pair of Air Jordans? Oh, what is that? That $4 wine, whatever that one is. $4 for like a 175 of it. Ursa Major says, you have no power here. I am receipt. DLC 4 says, I just lost 4 diamonds because of you. Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy. All out of bubblegum. If or when do you expect the chair to file for pain and suffering? And will you represent the chair in YouTube law? I will represent the chair pro bono. We've got to save that chair. Sigma says, Nick, you the man. Don't put Landau's complaint too close to your alcohol. No, it's fine. You just got to keep the keys away from the complaint. Siege Blood says, it ain't a real complaint without a table of contents to direct you to the per complaint. I don't know how you do it, Nick. Hashtag lawyer problems. At Tofsay says, I love you, man. Thanks for all you do. I have a question. Do you believe most of the cons drop Vic because Funimation sponsors them and threaten to drop that sponsorship if Vic attends? I don't know about that. I really don't think that's the case. I think cons maybe saw this as a good opportunity for some of the staff who didn't like him to lash out and attach to and to use it as cover for, well, we don't like him, so we'll just go ahead and say he's dangerous. I think that's probably what happened. Shane Holmberg says your power level is showing. Storm Knight MD says, saving an 18-year-old bottle of Glenmorangie, waiting to sip on when we hear the tears out of the VAs in Texas. Thurigwin, first-time donor. Thank you. How does the AT&T Warner Media reorganization of Rooster Teeth, Crunchyroll, Adult Swim, Warner Kids Media, etc. affect the potential strategy of Vic's team? Thanks for the fun. I have no idea. I haven't looked into that at all. I will have to read up on that. Denel132. Hey, big guy, are you Polish? Yes. Regardless, God bless you and your family. Or it says our family, so I guess we're all family now. Yes, I am Polish. Devin Garrido says, can we all agree that Ty Beard is Sig Curtis for Vic? Also love your content. Thank you so much. Yorgamundo7, Jim wants on, check Usenet. Michael Quinone says, hey, Nick, I just recently sent you the link to the Japan Times article. I'm glad you discussed it already. Glad to be subscribed. Thank you. I'm glad to have you. Anon VA Anonymous says, keep it up, Nick. Keep speaking out for the VAs that can't. Also, guys, do not harass the involved VAs. Does not help your cause. It only makes you look bad. And Nick, how do you feel about family lawyers? Oh, man. I feel nothing but pity for family lawyers. I can't do it. I have much respect for them because of what they have to deal with. I think if I was a family lawyer, I would drink even more. The few family law cases that I have done for friends and associates are not... I don't like it. Don't like it at all. James Blackburn says, for the Emperor of fine liquor. Yellow Flash 2 says, go to Matsuri. Me and Tug are going. Let's bar hop. It would be definitely fun. I just don't know if I can yet. I will keep you posted. Scary Things Are Scary says, ladies and gentlemen of the Supreme Court, I present to you the withered and abused chair of Shane. Keys Dave08 says, watching your channel is my guilty pleasure. Well, making this channel is mine, so thank you. Rick Nikita says, Jim wants on, consult your astropath. Storm Knight MD says, so much effort to write that from the professional board when a simple hell no and F off would suffice. Halo Freak 7000, is there any actual law or rule against lawyers or attorneys in regards to tweeting or commenting during cases? As long as you're not doing something that would compromise your own client, no. And how you would compromise your own client is like maybe taking a public contrary position, something like that. That would be bad. If I were representing someone and I said, you know what, my client looks really guilty. Terrible plan. Or, you know what, here's a bunch of private documents that my client gave to me and asked me to keep in confidence. Tweet with a bunch of that stuff, of course. You can't do that. But there's no specific rule that says you can't go out on social media and blast people. No, that's half the fun of being a lawyer is we get to blast people for a living. The Swegan one says, Nick, my husband makes honey wine for a hobby. Do you want us to mail you one? It would be my humblest pleasure to try it on stream and enjoy it very much. If that is up to you, if you want to do that, I would definitely appreciate it. But of course, that's your decision. Cyrax says, did you ever get a chance to look in the American Legal Defense Fund yet? I have not. Keep up the great work, brother. P.S. What is your favorite mixed drink? Vodka cranberry juice. Very basic. Very much a white girl on mixed drinks. The American Legal Defense Fund, they reached out to me and asked me to endorse the fund. I'm hesitant to do that at this point just because I haven't had enough time to research it and I don't want to put my professional stamp on something if I don't know. I mean, I endorse their ability to have a fund, but I don't know if that's what I would associate myself with or not. So I don't tend to join causes personally. That's typically out of what I do. Cyrax says, oh wait, no. Distant Dragon 96. Hey Nick, thank you for the content. It's nice to have something to listen to while I drown out work. Keep on keeping on. Thank you. Forever 229 says, preach it, sweet cheeks. Don't make me call my lawyer on you, buddy. Sexual harassment is real when you call someone sweet cheeks. Magic Turtle says, my pronoun is biscuit, please. Magic Turtle says, I'm excited to go to the Matsuri this year. Glad to hear they are still having Vic. Afroman John says, next ethics complaint. The attorney gave me 3rd-degree burns via the internet pursuant to my last complaint. Mithran Emrys says, another classic Nick Rekieta rage moment. Well, my doctor probably doesn't like them, but I hope you guys do. TLJ Screwjob says, 1 out of 2. Someone send this to Ron. So, if what I am saying is there's more to this than people know, if it goes to court, then they will, wink face. What exactly is it? If Vic Mignogna is a sexual predator, why not release that to the public? Why is he still walking? Because he's not. Because they don't actually have any evidence. Tabby296 says, as a Yowie fangirl, I hate entitled Yowie fangirls. Thank you. And hashtag not all Yowie fangirls, right? Siren Jag says, read as a rant. Nick just said that he gets to do with the response paperwork as he sees fit. He didn't have to redact anything. If he missed a page, then he missed a page. Sorry, get over it. Lawyers are human beings too. I take umbrage with that last statement. We are barely even close to humans. Much lower on the scale. Radius Zero. Did you hear Funimation removed Vic's name from Dragon Ball Super Broly's credits but blamed iTunes? iTunes responded and they said they have no control over that. Share to Beard, please. Oh, Beard is very aware. Very aware. And tomorrow, Beard will be very aware of iTunes having the wrong Vic Mignogna profile put on that page. So, Bad Player says, I would never want a nice lawyer. Give me a brawler. Most of the time, I would agree with you. But sometimes nice lawyers get you good deals. Mythos Irving says, hell hath no fury like a Nick scorned. I'm not going to do that whole thing. That's a lot of reads. I only got about a third of the way through. Naruto Martin says, nobody gives a flying F. Love you, Nick. Thanks, buddy. June Carl Guay, please read with a smug. Yorokobe Zashu. I don't know if that's pronounced right, but that's what we're going with. 2 out of 2 from TLJ Screwjob. If Vic Mignogna is in fact a sexual predator, sexually assaulting minors, why have none of you called the police on them? Why haven't you done anything to stop him from doing these actions against other people outside of anime who are unaware of it? Schmidt says, I will kiss Nick Rekieta on the mouth if we ever meet, and I will hire him to defend my inappropriate actions. Bad Dragonite says, Jim wants on, check your carrier pigeon. Amtank says, does everyone have their body armor for the murders? DLC Forces says, 3 more times. Forever229, I officially grant you the title of SJW Slayer. Use it wisely. Okay, thank you. Devil Trigger DMC. The demons I slay in DMC 5 have better morals than these whales crying victim. Thorn Tizzle says, imagine unironically doing math. This post made by Lit Gang. Merc says, sorry about your tragic boating accident. Hashtag me too. Bloody Agent says, I swear so much slander out here. Great stream. Thanks, buddy. TLJ Screwjob. So your beef with Legal Eagle is nothing personal, just YouTube business? Mostly. I want YouTube lawyers to be less neutral. That's what I want in life. A little. I mean, not the only thing, but Richard Corwin says, Nick on Life, Liberty, and Levin. L. Lynn Wood was on tonight, and it was a very good show. Thank you for the entertainment and the education, sir. Sounds good. Maybe I'll check it out. Crusader Saracen, you should print this out and pin it on your fridge like your kid's macaroni art. This is hilarious. Deus Volt and go with God Lawmaster Nick. Cress Holmes, I wish you were able to represent in Canada. Sorry, buddy. Canadian law is baffling and confusing. The Coke Master. The word for yaoi fangirls in Japanese is fujoshi. Oh yeah, I've seen that word. The word is written with the character for degenerate or worthless. In other words, a degenerate woman really percolates the pecans when considering the harpies. Percolates the pecans. No Step on Snack says, my dad works for YouTube and is banning your account and is disbarring your lawyer stuff right now. 11X says, what is legal benefit of losing weapons in a lake? Well, then I don't have them when the government comes to take them. Mythos Irving says, Monica tweeted she dated the pedo. Funimation drags feet to fire him. Voice actors hate Vic. Hugs equal monster. Funimation fires him immediately. Sounds fair. Yeah, that'll be worth looking into, I think, for the legal team. Wargame 341 says, no chairs, confiscate their chairs. Thomas Chilemi says, shout out bathmate. The penis enlargement pump used in the shower. If you have length but need girth, the bathmate is for you. Love your work on Vic. Cheers, Glenn Levet 18. There you go. JMD Reed, author, says, my brother's a prosecutor and he started out in family and juvenile court. Messed up stuff. That's, if you're in family and juvenile court, I can see why you go to become a prosecutor. Bunsy the Frog, you said that it takes a lot to bring ethics charges against a lawyer, but you've mentioned being close to doing that for Landwy and Zaid. No. I did not mention bringing ethics charges against Zaid. I said that Maddox, first of all, I said Maddox should talk to an attorney in his jurisdiction about ethics charges against Landau because it looks like Landau may have violated his ethical obligations to Maddox from the outside. But since I don't know anything about their privileged communication, I don't know what happened from the inside. So I suggested that Maddox may want to look into an attorney about it because Landau, it kind of looks like he set Maddox up for sanctions. I mean, and then left him high and dry and tried to get out of it. Mark Zaid, no. I said what he did was questionably ethical, not in the scope of professional responsibility, but in general ethics and professional courtesy. So if that is unclear, I apologize. I want to make sure that's very clear. I don't think Mark Zaid did anything professionally unethical. I think Mark Zaid did something that was not courteous professionally. Oh, and he did lie about me specifically on Twitter. So that's, I guess, but that's just how it goes, right? That's just how it goes. Was that bluster, or do you think that's close to being legit? With Landau, I mean, I think that guy is steps away from a legit ethics complaint if one of his clients were to be left with any money to take it up against him. Majos, Nimerus, watched last stream. Clearly your problem is that you're not praising the Omnissiah enough. Are you even burning holy incense for shame? No, but I do rub myself down with unguents. Mithrin Emrys says, vodka cranberry, aka gay man's water. Hurry up and wait says, hey, just got here. Congratulations on the subs. Hello, my name is Nick, and Lorgar did nothing wrong. I am also drunk as hell in my barracks all day. Congrats, buddy. That's a good place to be. 93 TJ says, artist of the internet. Someone make a courtroom sketch with Shane's chair as the plaintiff and Nick as his lawyer. Shane is the defendant with the fridge representing him. I do it, but I can't draw. Nick Rekieta for Smash Bros. Says, I know nothing of Warhammer, but I somehow own Warhammer 40k Space Marine. How confused will I be? Don't be confused, just embrace it. Very good game. Razgriz Reborn. My uncle was supposed to be on the Ethiopian Airlines that crashed. No survivors. By the grace of God, he didn't make the flight. Oh, man. Honestly, praise God for that. That's good news to hear. That's a sad disaster. Jay is bored. Says, Jim wants in. Bend over. Oh, gross. Dental 132 says, did mean your family, but you are our legal dad. Stand with Vic says, depressed in law school, gotta study, tired, advice. Well, man, not much. Study tomorrow. There you go. Strategize your studying, be confident in what you know and learn. And sometimes this is my real advice. Sometimes you need to sleep a night instead of studying, and you'll be surprised what you've learned in the morning. Jaguar says, hey, Nick, have you seen my DM on Twitter? Maybe. If not, how do you prove easily edited tweets are real? Also, try to disable Super Chat completely and encourage your donors to just use Justice Chats instead. YouTube takes a cut from Super Chat. We want to donate to you. Well, I leave them both open, and I realize this. A lot of people watch on phones and tablets, and it's much harder, I think, to do a Streamlabs donation on a phone or a tablet. Whereas with Super Chat, you can do it while still watching the video in the app. YouTube is just smart in how they created the system. PG and Deku says, why can't more lawyers be like Nick? I don't know, but I'm offering classes on how to be better. Mythos Irving says, sorry I was late to your stream. I was out collecting boulders with my kid and was crying because Susan gave me a silver play button. My silver play button better say play in Polish if I ever get one, Susan. Polls rise up. Wait, polls rise up sounds really good. Blaine20 says, we need a name for Ty. He calls to mind a benevolent, powerful, immortal, intergalactic emperor with a spaceship armada police force. Emperor, well, people have called him Primarch Tiberius. I like that one. Tank Ferret Art says, what's your opinion of Meyer versus Wade Cold War? My opinion is, I think we're going to start seeing some movement on that very soon, because I'm pretty sure jurisdictional discovery wrapped up this past week. Malachi Tomlinson says, prepare your assault smirk, Nick. Kit says, anyone who doesn't keep an undocumented gun under the floorboards is just a moron with a federal bullseye on his forehead. Now, undocumented guns are not, undocumented, depending on the gun, are not necessarily illegal, as long as you got it through legal processes. We still don't have gun registration in most states and localities. Xylan says, UN wants to make thought crimes by banning lolly to destroy free speech everywhere. Seriously, scribbles are a crime. Video on this when? Bible thump. I don't know. I've got a very full schedule coming up this week, which I'll talk about in just a second before we sign off. Ismail Bolden says, hey, Nick, I made a blog about your talk with Beard. Thank you. I think you DM'd that to me. I'll have to check it out. I've been traveling, and it's as an Article 4 free inhabitant. I've been traveling, so I haven't been able to look at everything. Namrek Isto says, thanks for covering the story of a little voice in a sea of anger from a legal standpoint. Lol. I enjoy watching troubles and train wrecks, and this has been the most entertaining one. Thank you. You're welcome. Shane Holmberg says, is it ethical to live stream the email and phone number of people who file ethical complaints against you, asking for a chair who is curious? It's not unethical. I owe no duty of privacy to that person. Ismail Bolden says, it's on my website at izzylandbeyond.com. So check that out, guys. Hurry Up and Wait says, for the memes, hello, my name is Mr. Rekieta and I support the Tau. Praise the greater good, death to the corpse emperor. Oh, man, that's... I'll have to rethink my life choices. Kilroy was here, says James Tiberius Kirk. And Heather C says, Sword and Scale guys said they would love to come on. Okay, well, tell them. I'll have to get in touch with them, either by DM or something, because I'm out of the loop on that situation, but I know people have been talking about it. I'd be happy to talk to them. Okay, that's all the chats. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting the show. I always hope to, educate, entertain, and encourage. Here's what's coming up this week. At some point, I don't think it'll be a full show, but at some point I'll have Coach Red Pill on to discuss his book that he is releasing. I did tell him I would read and review his book for him, and have him on to talk about it. So I know that he's controversial for some people, but that drama is outside of my sphere. And that drama is between him and other people. So I will have him on to talk about it for a little while. And if you guys want to check out his book, check it out. If you don't want to check out his book, don't check it out. That's how that goes. Next, at some point, hopefully this week, I will have Mumkey Jones on to discuss the Asperger situation, as well as his unpersoning from the YouTubes. I will be discussing, whatever we get around to talking about, that will happen. Very much looking forward to that. I have a brief update on Todd Haberkorn. At this time, Todd is not going forward with a GoFundMe. He thanks everybody for their support, their willingness to contribute, but at this time he is not going to go forward with the GoFundMe. He just asks that people support him in the ways that they've been supporting him already. Again, very, very appreciative of so many people wanting to help him out, but that's what he has decided at this time. So I do hope to be able to talk more about Todd's situation in the near future, but we'll see what's appropriate and what people are up for talking about. But thank you all for that. Next, what else? Oh, I'm organizing. So many of you are new to this show. I do a stream called the Chad Dad Stream. That's where I get a couple of other dads, namely Larry Blydner and Doug TeNaple. And we talk about dad stuff and man stuff and give advice to people who want it. And that will be coming very soon as well, as soon as we can get that together. And at some point, people have asked for the next Greer stream. I am trying to line up one of Greer's former employers to join me on that stream, hopefully with Sriracha as well. And we will read something of Greer's and talk about his stunning success suing Taylor Swift. So that's what's coming as soon as I can get it all scheduled. And of course, other stuff is coming this week as well. There's so much to talk about. Please continue to join me. Give me like 10 minutes. I'm going to read the last couple chats that came in, but then give me a couple minutes, and then I'm going to migrate over to Twitch. I just need to go get another non-alcoholic beverage and maybe a quick snack, and then I will be on Twitch. You can follow me over there if you want. I believe it's just twitch.tv/Rekieta Law. Very easy. But it's also linked in the description down there. Okay, so last couple chats. Tim Forsyth 89 says, Ron basically telling everyone to break the law. Well, Ron's not a lawyer. He's clearly not a lawyer. Hikari Blue says, oof, I missed an hour. Rip. Oh, sorry. And Mythos Irving says, I sent a Streamlabs, you butt. Oh, you did. I see it. And also, Darth Bobcat says, have you ever done a show on sovereign citizens? Yes, and I need to do more because they're always a blast. And Mythos Irving says, now Susan won't get a cut. I will donate here from now on. Mythos, I just hadn't gotten to that on my screen yet. Thank you so much. Whoa, that was a lot of Twitch subscribers. Thank you all for that. All right, guys, wrapping up this stream. Thank you so much for watching. Come join me on Twitch in like 10 to 15 minutes. I'll tweet out a link for people to be able to easily find it. And I will see you there. Have a good night. Peace. Books Games Pottery. Thank you, says, love your channel. Found out about Vic because of you. I do not watch anime. Thanks for all you do. You are welcome. That is the final chat. Thank you all. And have a good night. If you leave, otherwise I'll see you on Twitch. Peace.